Ace the NCLEX International Nurses Ultimate Guide. Hey there, future nurses. Welcome back to Nurse Career Blueprint, where we help you navigate nursing school, career growth, and of course, passing the NCLEX. My name is Miriam, and I know firsthand how challenging it can be to take the NCLEX as an international nurse. In this video, I'll break down the common challenges international nurses face, share the NCLEX pass rates for international students, and most importantly, give you expert strategies to increase your chances of passing. First things first, let's talk about the elephant in the room: credential evaluation. Unlike our amazing US nursing graduates, we, as international nurses, have a few extra hoops to jump through. Before you can think about registering for the NCLEX, you need to get your nursing credentials verified by an authorized agency. One of the most common ones is the CGFNS, or the Commission on Graduates of Foreign Nursing Schools. Think of it like a background check for your nursing education. They'll make sure your nursing program is equivalent to US standards. Now, here's another thing. Some states might also ask you to take an English proficiency exam, like the TOEFL or IELTS. Just remember, every state has its own specific requirements, so be sure to check with your state board of nursing. Okay, so you've got your credentials sorted out and you're ready to conquer the NCLEX. But where do you actually take the exam? That's another hurdle we international nurses often face: finding a test location. The NCLEX is offered in select countries worldwide, including Canada, India, the Philippines, Australia, and some parts of Africa and the UAE. You can find a full list of international test centers on the Pearson VUE website. Book your exam well in advance because test centers can fill up quickly, especially during peak seasons. Planning ahead is crucial in this situation. Let's talk money, shall we? Now, I know nobody likes talking about finances, but it's important to be prepared for the costs associated with taking the NCLEX as an international nurse. For our US counterparts, the NCLEX exam fee is currently around $200. But for us international nurses, it's a bit higher, usually around $360. And that's just the beginning. Remember the credential evaluation we talked about earlier? That comes with a fee too, which can range from $100 to $500, depending on the agency and the services you need. Then there are the additional expenses I mentioned earlier: travel, accommodation, visa fees if applicable, and let's not forget about the cost of study materials. Investing in your nursing career is one of the best investments you can make. Chapter 4. Lower NCLEX pass rates. Now, it's time for a little reality check. For US educated nurses, the pass rate is pretty impressive, usually hovering 93% on average. However, for us international nurses, the pass rates are unfortunately lower, typically averaging 53%. One major factor is the difference in nursing education systems. Many international nursing programs focus on rote memorization, while the NCLEX emphasizes critical thinking, clinical judgment, and patient safety. With the right study strategies and resources, you can bridge that gap and increase your chances of passing the NCLEX with flying colors. Chapter 5. Visa and licensing delays. You've aced the NCLEX. Congratulations. You're on your way to becoming a licensed nurse in the US. But hold on. There might be a few more hurdles before you can start your dream job. Visa and licensing processes can sometimes be a bit unpredictable and time-consuming. Many international nurses need a work visa, such as the H-1B visa, to legally work in the US. The processing time for work visas can vary depending on various factors, including the volume of applications and the specific requirements of your case. Once you've passed the NCLEX, you need to apply for licensure in the state where you plan to work. Each state board of nursing has its own set of requirements and processing times, so it's essential to check with your specific state board. Keep in touch with the relevant authorities, gather all the necessary documents, and don't hesitate to seek guidance from immigration lawyers or licensed professionals if needed. Chapter 6. Choose the right state for licensure. Did you know that the state you choose for licensure can actually make a difference in how smooth your journey to becoming a US nurse is? It's true. Some states are known to be more international nurse-friendly than others, with streamlined processes and fewer hurdles along the way. When you're researching states, look for those that don't require a social security number up front. For example, states like New York, Texas, and Illinois are known to be more lenient in this regard. Another thing to consider is the overall processing time for licensing applications. Some states have a reputation for being faster than others. Do your research, reach out to different state boards, and don't hesitate to ask questions. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Chapter 7. Study with international nurse-friendly resources. Now here's the thing. Not all NCLEX study materials are created equal, especially for us international nurses. The NCLEX is a different beast compared to many nursing exams worldwide. It's not just about memorizing facts and figures. It's about applying your knowledge to real-life clinical scenarios and thinking critically like a US nurse. That's why it's crucial to choose study resources that are specifically designed for international nurses like you. And that's where Nurse Career Blueprint comes in. We understand the unique challenges you face, and we've created a comprehensive NCLEX online review course and question bank tailored to your needs. Our materials break down complex nursing concepts into easy-to-understand language, provide plenty of practice questions in the NCLEX format, and offer expert strategies to help you master the critical thinking skills you need to succeed. Chapter 8. Master NCLEX-Style questions. Let's talk about NCLEX-Style questions, because they can be tricky, right? The NCLEX exam is known for its unique question format, which focuses heavily on critical thinking, prioritization, and patient safety. One of the most common question types you'll encounter is the priority question. These questions ask you to determine the most important action a nurse should take in a given situation. Another type of question you'll see a lot of is the delegation question. The key to mastering NCLEX-style questions is to practice, practice, practice. And that's where our Nurse Career Blueprint question bank comes in handy. We have hundreds of practice questions that mimic the actual NCLEX exam, so you can get comfortable with the format, timing, and content. Now, let's address the elephant in the room for some of us: English proficiency. If English isn't your first language, don't worry, you're not alone. Many international nurses face this challenge, and it's completely normal to feel a little apprehensive about the English language component of the NCLEX exam. The good news is that you can absolutely improve your English skills and boost your confidence before the big day. Here are a few tips to get you started. First and foremost, focus on medical terminology. Make flashcards, use online resources, or join a study group where you can practice using medical terms in context. Next, work on your reading comprehension. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. We're getting down to the wire now, so let's talk logistics. Booking your NCLEX exam and planning your travel arrangements well in advance can save you a lot of stress and potential headaches. Remember those test centers we talked about earlier? They tend to fill up quickly, especially during peak seasons. So, as soon as you know your desired testing window, head over to the Pearson VUE website and book your exam date and time. If you're traveling to a different city or country for your exam, start planning your itinerary as early as possible. Book your flights and accommodation in advance to secure the best deals and avoid any last-minute surprises. This will give you time to adjust to any time difference, familiarize yourself with the test center location, and just relax and de-stress before the big day. Last but not least, remember this: you don't have to go through this journey alone. One of the best things you can do for yourself is to connect with other international nurses who are also preparing for the NCLEX. Trust me, surrounding yourself with a supportive community can make a world of difference. You can share study tips, offer each other encouragement, and just vent about the ups and downs of the NCLEX journey. There are tons of online forums, Facebook groups, and study communities dedicated to helping international nurses succeed on the NCLEX. And speaking of community, don't forget to check out the Nurse Career Blueprint community right here on YouTube. Join our Facebook group, Nurse Career Blueprint Community, where we share study tips, motivation, and connect with fellow aspiring nurses. Remember, we're all in this together. Struggling with the NCLEX as an international nurse? Here's your ultimate guide to passing. If you're serious about passing the NCLEX as an international nurse, check out our NCLEX review resources at nursecareerblueprint.com. We offer study plans, question banks, and expert strategies to help you succeed. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Nurse Career Blueprint, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. You've got this. Stay motivated, stay focused, and I'll see you in the next video.